Why is Göbekli Tepe older than civilization? That question alone breaks everything we were taught about human history. For decades, historians agreed on one basic idea. Humans first learned farming, then built villages, and only much later created monuments, temples, and complex beliefs. Civilization, according to textbooks, began after agriculture. But Göbekli Tepe does not fit that story at all. Göbekli Tepe is located in southeastern Turkey. When archaeologists began excavating it in the 1990s, they expected to find a small prehistoric settlement. Instead, they uncovered massive stone pillars arranged in circular enclosures. Some of these pillars are over 16 feet tall and weigh more than 10 tons. They are carved with detailed images of animals: lions, snakes, foxes, birds, and insects. The shocking part is the date. Göbekli Tepe has been dated to around 9600 BCE. That makes it more than 11,000 years old. It is older than Stonehenge by about 6,000 years. It is older than the Egyptian pyramids by roughly 7,000 years. Most importantly, it predates agriculture in the region. This creates a serious problem for the standard model of civilization. According to conventional history, people at that time were hunter-gatherers. They were supposed to live in small, mobile groups, focused mainly on survival. They were not expected to organize large labor forces, transport massive stones, or design complex ceremonial structures. Yet Göbekli Tepe shows all of these things. So how could a society without farming build something like this? One possibility is that our timeline is wrong. Göbekli Tepe suggests that organized religion or shared belief systems may have come before agriculture, not after it. Instead of farming creating temples, temples may have created farming. Think about what it would take to build Göbekli Tepe. Hundreds of people working together, planning, coordination, a reason strong enough to bring people back to the same place again and again. Religion or ritual fits that role perfectly. If groups gathered regularly for ceremonies at Göbekli Tepe, they would need a reliable food supply. That pressure may have encouraged early experimentation with planting and domestication. In this model, belief came first, and agriculture followed. Another mystery deepens the puzzle. Göbekli Tepe was not destroyed by natural disaster. It was deliberately buried. The builders filled the enclosures with tons of soil and debris, carefully covering the pillars. This was done around 8000 BCE, after centuries of use. Why would a society bury its most important site? There are no clear signs of war or invasion. The burial appears intentional and organized. Some researchers believe the site lost its ritual importance as social structures changed. Others suggest environmental shifts or cultural transformation. But no one knows for sure. This raises an even bigger question. People capable of building Göbekli Tepe existed 11,000 years ago. What else did they build that we have not found yet? Most ancient settlements would have been made of wood, earth, and simple materials that do not survive thousands of years. Göbekli Tepe survived only because it was buried. It may be the exception, not the beginning. The carvings on the pillars add another layer of mystery. The animals are not random decorations. Many appear dangerous or powerful. Some scholars believe they represent symbolic ideas, clans, or mythological beings. There are no images of daily life, no farming scenes, no houses. This was not a village. It was something else entirely. A ceremonial center, a sacred space. Possibly the earliest known temple complex in human history. That is why Göbekli Tepe is older than civilization as we define it. It does not fit the model where cities, writing, and states mark the beginning of advanced society. Instead, it shows that complex thinking, shared beliefs, and large-scale cooperation existed long before cities or kings. Göbekli Tepe forces us to rethink what civilization actually means. Maybe civilization did not start with walls and farms. Maybe it started with stories, rituals, and the need to understand the world. Maybe humans came together not first to grow food, but to worship, remember, and give meaning to life. And if that is true, then Göbekli Tepe is not an anomaly. It is a missing chapter. A chapter that suggests human history is deeper, older, and more complex than we ever imagined. And this leads to the next question. If Göbekli Tepe was not built by primitive hunter-gatherers, then who were the people capable of creating it? And what else did they know?